Hello world, this is Madan Raj from Code Future. What is up? So yeah, so from today, from this very video, I'm going to start Flutter series. So let's start from scratch, and I'm not going to like brag about it. Just giving you some basic information before I start. So the number one thing and only thing which I want to say is this overall series will be based on real world like layouts. For example, if we are focusing on layouts, then we are going to focus on like how to create a Netflix homepage, or how does the notification works, or like real world stuff. Okay, so let's start with like installing Flutter and stuff. It's very easy, but however easy it may be, we have to like I have to at least go through one time. Basically, I will not install here. Uh, Instead, I will just show you. So here it is, Flutter download for Windows. Okay. So basically, I have Windows machine, so I'm gonna proceed with Windows install. Uh, and installing Flutter, like if it's too easy, so no problem in that. You just have to click on this thing, Flutter, get Flutter SDK, this button, and you will get a zip file. You just have to unwrap it, install it, and then you have to set a variable path, like environment variable. So for that, what you have to do, instead of going here and all, just download it and unzip it. Okay, and then install it and keep it wherever, like mostly on the C drive or something, like the safest place. And then just search for environment variable. Yeah, here it is, and here you can go environment variables, and here in the system variable there will be a path. Yeah, so here you can see I have many of it. Here somewhere the Flutter will be there. You just have to uh, take the path of the Flutter and paste it here. So somewhere around D, where is it? uh, 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 uh. Come on, man. Okay, then I think it will be here. Why I cannot see it? Oh, here it is. Okay, so edit environment variable. So here you just have to, like, basically it's just like telling a computer, hey, if someone type Flutter in the command, then in the command line or in the terminal, then you have to look up here. That's what we are basically just saying to the computer. Okay, that's it. So after installing it, you just have to install the Android Studio for emulator and stuff. So like I have installed the like Android Studio, but it just for the emulator and stuff. I never code in that. My go through, like, my code editor is Visual Studio. It's so cool. So yeah, that's it. So install Android Studio. It's easy. Just download, install, boom. That's it. And inside there you will get a. Okay, I think I should open it, right? Like, I, instead of saying this is a tutorial, right? So I think I should show it better, right? Okay, let's see. When, like, if you are an Instagram user or something like that, you will know that Android Studio literally like burns up the system processing and all. Let's see. Okay, yeah, here we go. So it has opened it. Now, like, instead of that, I will just click on start a new Flutter project just for show. I just want to show you. I will not like create and store. I have to do that, right? Hmm. Flutter SDK path. It should not be here. Okay, leave it. Create project offline. Why is it project already exists? Project location already exists. This is what happens if you create the first time project in Android Studio. Okay, I will show you in some time. Just leave that. I will show you. So this is my YouTube stuff. So here I am going to like create the first first project of Flutter. So yeah, here what I can do, I can open the terminal here. I have downloaded one terminal which is known as Hyper, HYPER. Okay, so creating a new project in Flutter is very easy. So here I have already opened the terminal in a specific location. So now I will just type here Flutter create, that's it, and then I just have to type the name of my project. So yeah, wait, I think I will not do that here. Basically I'm going to create a new folder which will be Flutter basics. Okay, so basically I'm going to create a like folder, and I'm going to go inside that folder, and then I'm going to create, because all like in this series all the stuff related to this series will be inside this thing. Okay, so that is the reason. So I'm going to create Flutter create, and like kind of a hello world app. It will be more than hello world, but like for the sake of name, let's like keep this name itself. Okay bros, let me have some water. I think audio is perfect, like my fan is on, and when I don't speak it will be picking the background noise. So apologies for that if that is the case. Then okay, so the project has been created. You can see, right, like how fast it is just creating the project. Okay, so basically what I will do now is I will open this thing into the Android Studio, and then I will show you how you can create that emulator, which I will launch in some time to like to show the output of the project. Like we have to see the output of the project, right, whatever we code. So I will close the Visual Studio. Let's wait for some time. Is it opening? I think yes, I have to wait. Till that, let's create a new repository in GitHub, so you guys can get the notes of the project, right? Like whatever code I write, you can come here and get the project. So I will name this repository as Flutter basics. Yeah, oh no, Flutter YouTube series, CRIES series. Yeah, your repository. Okay, great, cool. Flutter YouTube series, right? It's okay, like create the clone. Still the Android Studio is not open it. So this is the repository. I will push the code at the end of every video, so you guys can, like, most of my video I will code live, like I will not skip any single line. That is my promise, because I have seen many tutorials, like they are like we are going to do this, and in the video they just copy paste the code. Like while copy pasting it, the problem there is, if the beginners are seeing the code, then they cannot understand it. When they see us typing line by line at that way, it definitely makes the video longer, but it does not like uh, help them learn. So that is the reason I'm like focusing. I think my RAM is full, so that's why this idiot is not opening Android emulator. So leave it. I think I will have to leave it. It will open in some time, I know. Like while we'll be in the middle of something at that time. So background adb.exe end task. Wow, many. I will ask end task. What is it opening? Like many background things are there, right? Wow. Oh, this is not good. This is window processor, web companion. Why am I doing this? Like this is Flutter video, right? Okay, leave it then. I will open the Visual Studio here, and in this we will proceed with the coding. Okay, so here you first have to install the Visual Studio Code. It's very easy. I'm not like that is not like there. For that I don't think I have to create the tutorial. So you can just download it and install it, and then inside that, okay, before starting to code, here you can see like this is kind of a app store of the Visual Studio. So here you have to come and like get the basic apps, basic extension for which your like Visual Studio will look, VS Code will look good. So you can install this Dart PK theme, and then Dart extension, and Dart data class generator, and Flutter and Flutter widget snippets. Okay, you can just pause and like install those. I think that is enough, right? Yeah, other than that you can see all of my things here. If you want any specific to download. Okay, that's it. So now to start with coding, you just have to, what you have to do, you just have to like drop this. Like you can just drop this specific folder, but instead of what I'll do, I will just drop this whole folder here. That way I can push the whole code and all. That's why. Okay, so here it is. I can just close this file explorers, and then I can go inside hello world. This is my project, so here I am, and now I can launch the emulator, right? Okay, perfect. My like I'm at the side and all. Yeah, good to go. Emulator is launching. Let's see. Just a minute. Okay, so I think it's launched. I will just keep this aside here. So okay, I think I may have to wait. So first of all, I will go through with the folder structure and what is what and stuff like that. Okay, that way it will be like, first we have to be familiar with the folder like project structure, right? We should not be like this is like, instead of starting with code, I think we should know where to write the code, right? So I think I have to wait for some time, I believe. Fail to launch app. Come on, come on, come on, don't do this with me. This is here, but here it is showing no device. While making the video, it keeps getting cranked like F up, F up. Okay, let's see. So till that, should I start with the folder structure? Huh? Should I? Okay. Okay, so let's start with the folder structure then. Uh, so if you see here the hello world, this is our like whatever the app name or the project name we give in the command like flutter create and whatever, that is this. Okay, and inside that there will be a like this much of stuff already existing there. So you just have to like the first folder, ignore it. Like what is it? Like it will be something configuration, like project configuration, stuff like that. So we don't need, like we never ever touch those stuff. Dot idea, we don't we don't touch that too. The Android folder, that is kind of an important one, but like as of sometime what happens is we create an app. Some of the specific things are specially for Android, and some of the specific things are specially for iOS. So if we want to do something specific for Android, then we have to go inside Android and we have to do some stuff at particular places. In further like in future video we are going to do that, and same goes with iOS. For iOS, like we need Mac, and only then we can do the stuff. So I don't think until I get the Mac, we are not going to touch that. Okay, so this lib folder, this is the important one. Okay, so let's keep that aside. I will talk more about it sometime. This test folder, this is like testing the code, which I don't think most people do that. So this we can just delete it if we are not testing it, right? Yeah, that's right. Like if you take more professional or the Google level developers or the I think the good way or the more good way to code is to like write the code and test it and then deploy it, right? Like that. So to test our code, we have to write the code in that test place. So that is for that. And this is git ignore. Here all the stuff are like all the files are mentioned which will not be stored in the GitHub while pushing the code. Dot metadata, I don't know what it is, like no use kind of. This is the packages. I believe this is what see, first of all, what is packages? Okay, I will talk something about that. So see, we type something, like we code something and it works in our app, but there are some obvious stuff which should be there, right? So most of the obvious stuff Flutter provides us, but like for example, from here to here, let's keep like that. So this is most obvious one and this is not so obvious one. So no, let's keep it like that. So most obvious to not so obvious. So the most obvious one, code like functionalities like giving text, giving images, stuff like that, these and all like are provided by the Flutter itself. Like whoever creates the language, they itself like, yeah, this is obvious, here it is like txt text, this write this line and you can achieve like showing the text or showing the images, right? But at this side, like moving towards not so obvious side, like in the middle, there are some stuff which the like I am provide there is some drop down button. Okay, that is kind of a fancy one. So what I will do, I will write the code for that, like whole big, like 10-20,000 lines of code, or maybe 2,000 lines of code, something like that. And then what I will do, I will just push it somewhere. I will put it on the internet, and other Flutter developers can that use that code, and like just single line they will, like I have written 2 or 3,000 lines of code, and they can just call that and use it in a single line of code, like that. So that this is kind of a packaging. Okay, so it is in every languages, most of it, like in every languages, in Python also, in JavaScript, npm install and all, and in Node and all, and in Flutter they are known as packages. Okay, so to call those packages, like pubspec, so see hello world.iml, I don't know what it is, like no need to touch this. Pubspec.log, no touching file. After that, pubspec.yaml. Okay, this is the place where we will mention some of the font or images or stuff like that, but not as of now. So you can just mark this pubspec.yaml and iOS and Android and lib. These four files are important in this whole project. Okay, so yeah, that is it. So let's start with the let's go inside the lib folder and the main.dart. Yeah, so here I think I have to talk more about it, right? Yeah, but I like this stupid emulator is not running, I don't know why. So because here it is showing no device, right? So I think it will not launch. Okay, so before that let's ignore that for a moment, and before that let me introduce you with the Flutter bare minimum code. Okay, so here I will just remove all of it to no, instead of removing it, like this is the basic code Flutter gives us, right? So let's try running it, and let's see what it already has, and we will do some stuff. Okay, so I don't think I can run it because for some weird reason the Flutter, the emulator is not, I think there is shortage of RAM, I believe. Let's go in the task manager. Yeah, 8419. No, RAM is also not, like it is okay. Then okay, then I think I should have to continue this with the second video, because in this video I will shut down, restart, and I have to do those stuff. So yeah, from next video I will like run this project, and we will start our hello world and kind of stuff in the Flutter. So that's it for this video. I'm going to catch up with you guys in another one.